Hi, Fraser Beadle here from the Collab 365 community. I've just managed to get the preview of Windows Copilot, so the AI Copilot for Windows, similar to the ones that are being released for each of the products. This is a Windows focused one. As you can see, I've got it open up here on the right-hand side, and you can see it's basically is the same functionality you get with the Bing Chat AI. However, it's just got some nice, neat little interactions with Windows that you wouldn't normally have with the Bing Chat AI. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. It is in preview, so there's bits that are maybe not quite there yet. I understand as it moves forward, you're going to be able to interact with files and drag and drop files, and you can't do that at the minute. But what you can do is interact with anything on your Edge browser. So when you've got a web page open, you can ask it to help you get information from that web page or summarize that web page. So we'll have a little play and see what we can do and show you what its features are, or the ones that I've found anyway. I will say, if you are watching this and you've found some wonderful things it can do and you've had a play with it, then please comment and let us know to see how this. So first of all, that there's a lot of the AI tools these days have these kind of settings, and it's about whether you want the AI to be more creative, more balanced, or more precise. Some use different terms for the same thing. You might use more creative if you're doing some sort of creative writing, some sort of building a web page maybe that's trying to describe something. And you might use more precise if you are trying to answer questions or find out about very particular things, and maybe finding out about formulas, for example, and things like that. But what I would recommend is play with the different settings and see what they give for the sorts of things you might use AI or Windows Copilot for. So let's get started and try and find out some of the funky things it can do. So I thought a good way to do that would be, what can you do for me? Ask it. So there we go. I can provide you with information on a wide range of topics. I can help you with, there we go, creative writing, poems, stories, code, essays, songs, celebrity parodies, an interesting one, and more using my own words and knowledge. I can also help with writing and rewriting, improving your content. So the sort of thing of passing some content and asking it to summarize or asking it to expand and things like that. So we'll have a go and see some of the examples. So as I said, one of the things it can do is interact with things in your Edge browser. So this is the Collab 365 Academy homepage. Using this page, tell me what the Club 3 can do to you. That's okay. Yep, it's telling you about the Academy, the online platform. Good learning, what you can learn, some of the key features that are on that page, the page that's here. And then an interesting thing it does once it's finished summarizing it, and you need to play around with the prompts as to what information you're really trying to find out when you're doing this, it is that it gives you some other options now. Ask questions about this page. So these are questions about this page. So they are things that will be in the FAQ maybe, or they're further down. And interesting, the top one's always answer from the web instead. So for knowledge questions, when you're asking a knowledge question but about this page, sometimes it might be better to get the answer from the web instead. Another example is, like I said earlier, you can't drag documents in here for it to do, but it can, in the similar way it can a page, it can read a document that you open up in the Edge browser currently. So this is our beginner's guide to Power BI. It's got lots of information in here, great little ebook. I'm just flicking through it, but I'm particularly interested in visualizations. So maybe I might say, teach me about visualizations. So it's gone, and it's given me a summary now. Again, you could have said, what are the key 5 features of visualizations, and it will always give you a different answer depending on the prompt you use. But in this case, it's using this page, the page you've got open. And again, I could equally now send that same question to the web to find out more about visualizations, or some other questions I might want to ask the AI. Now, you may have seen a minute ago when I copied some text, something interesting happened. So this happens now whenever you've got your Windows Copilot open. It has some interface with your clipboard. So if you are to highlight a piece of text, and it doesn't have to be a text in Edge this time, I could be copying from a Word document, an Excel document, anywhere. If I copy it and it's open, you can see that we've suddenly get this prompt, do you want to send this to chat? So meaning, do we want to send it here? And I'm going to say yes in this case. And then it asks me what I want to do with it. I could have chosen a better example. I might have chosen a big paragraph of text, and I might want to expand on it, or I might want to get them to revise it, to rewrite it. In this case, I'm going to click revise, and I'll hopefully get a different version of that body of text. It's really thinking about this one. In addition to the tools and apps mentioned in the current web page, there are many other tools. It's not just revising, it's expanding. And there we go. Useful. Another one I wanted to try, and this is the first time I try it, is that this, because it's Windows Copilot, can interact with my Windows setting. So can you turn on dark mode, for example? It could be any setting. That's just the one that I'm sure. Would you like to switch on dark mode? Yeah, let's do it. So there we are. We've just flipped over to dark mode. Can you switch? Yeah, we'll go back to light mode. There you go. One very simple example, but I imagine there are many times when that would be useful, especially when you can't find the setting. Also, open Excel maybe. Let's try something like that. And there you go. Interesting. So it cannot open Excel. I guess we're moving on to more into the realms of Office Copilot, maybe, or maybe it's not there yet in the preview. But it's all worth trying. So then one final thing I wanted to try is, of course, this is effectively just Bing Chat. So you can ask any question and it can go to the web. What Excel formula do I need in order to join two cells, maybe? But there we go. Can you show me an example? Oh, it's still going. There you go. It's a little bit slow. There we go. Again, that's a very simple example, but you can imagine, as with all the other chat AIs, there's some quite powerful and quite useful. If you got it, let us know what you found it can and can't do. Let me know in the comments, and it'll be interesting to see what people think they can use this for and how it's going to grow. Thanks for your time.